Hey, what's up? It's Comic95 the Savior, and for this video, I will be giving you 10 easy red flags to avoid when dating here in Japan. Do keep in mind that this is going to mostly talk about online dating because this is how most people meet the guys that they date through the various dating apps that there are here. And also keep in mind, if you've been on my channel for a while, you've probably heard me say pretty much all of these things on this list, but I wanted to make the video much shorter and quicker and to the point so that you have easy things to remember when you are trying to weed out guys to date. So first things first, obviously as a foreign girl, as I've said before, keeping it, completely real with you, not sugarcoating it. We're not going to talk PC here. You're a foreign girl. You have way more opportunities to date in Japan than both foreign men as well as native Japanese women. And the reason being is, as a foreign girl, just by being a foreigner, despite all of the crazy stuff you've heard about Asian men or Japanese people not liking foreigners, you are already significantly seen as more attractive, more exotic, more sought after, more wanted than Asian women are here, and or, even foreign men, etc. Everybody has their own taste. You can find guys that aren't interested in marrying or dating a foreigner. That exists. There's always exceptions to every rule. But generally speaking, even for the guys that don't necessarily want to marry you or don't want to date you, they most certainly do find you to be more attractive than their own native women. I'm not saying it's right. I don't make the rules. Don't be mad at me. That's not what this video is about. But my point is, you don't really have to do a lot to get attention from guys. But what you do have to do, because not all attention is good attention, you do have to take the time to find the right guys out of the guys that are attracted to you and do like and approach you. So these 10 tips are simply for that. We're already about 2 minutes into the video, so let me go ahead and get right to it. Again, exceptions to every rule. Different guys have different tastes, and I most certainly have dated guys who didn't meet one of these criterias and definitely had some red flags, but ended up being totally normal, cool. There are always exceptions. So let's get to the video. Number 1, a guy that doesn't have a profile picture. Self-explanatory, but if his picture is, his face blurred out, or a ramen bowl, Sasuke, Kimetsu, whatever type crap anime, it's waste of time. He can't show you what he looks like. He can see what you look like. How is that fair? You don't even know what you're getting yourself into. The guy can be ugly, an axe murderer, an old man, an underage boy. You don't know who you're talking to. It could be a prank, a catfish. There's just so many different things. It's not fair. The guy's already telling you that he's not honest and that he's hiding something. And even if he tries to give the crap excuse, because I used to ask people, hey, why don't you have a profile picture? They'll give some type of garbage excuse. Oh, I don't want people to see my picture. It's dangerous, whatever. Your picture is everywhere. Your name is everywhere. Get over it. It's 21st century, guys. It's 2020. All those lame internet fears of people having your photo are out the door. Your photo's already everywhere. You're on camera everywhere. You're being recorded everywhere. CCTV, etc. I can make a whole video on that crap. Long story short, don't buy that BS excuse. He's hiding something from you, whether it be his looks, age, his marital status, or he's basically playing you. He knows that you wouldn't be attracted to him if you saw his picture. So he's hoping he could trick you, and that by you meeting him in person, you're going to basically emotionally feel guilt-tripped and obligated into staying on a date with him, possibly even having sex with him. But that's all a whole nother story. Long story short, he ain't got a picture. Avoid him. Number 2, no bio. Now, honestly, I also don't like guys that don't have a lot to say inside their bio, but the fact that he didn't even bother to write anything in his bio, or just said something like hello or good evening or thank you for your likes, this guy doesn't care. He's literally telling you his goal is to get straight to. He's trying to clap them cheeks, girl. And so if you want to get herpes, you want syphilis, then fine, by all means, go ahead for this guy. But if you're looking for a serious relationship, you're wasting your time with this dude. He's not even bothering to tell you even basic generic crap about himself like everybody says. I like alcohol, I like driving, I like American music, dumb crap like that. If he can't even bother to do something as simple and stupid as that, save yourself the time. He has no bio. He's not even gonna tell you about himself. I don't want to have to play 20 questions when I could easily get basic information from you before we talk by your bio, because more than likely, because he is a guy, your photos probably suck to begin with. So at least if I can combine your crappy photos with a nice bio, it will make me like you more or more willing to want to talk to you. But you have nothing written in your bio, possibly no profile picture. Waste of time. Number 3, indecisive men. Basically, these are the guys that say, oh, I don't know what I'm looking for, or they imply that they're just gonna date around and see, or they just want to meet new people, etc. This might be a more honest thing for you from a girl's perspective, because I most certainly have put things like this inside of my bio, but when guys say it, it has a whole other meaning. If a guy's telling you that he doesn't know what he's looking for, that he's not sure, or that he just wants to see what's out there, basically, he's telling you, hey, I'm a fuckboy. I'm an honest fuckboy, though. He's literally letting you know, I don't have any intention of getting a girlfriend. But, if you happen to be somebody that, I don't know, you're really good in bed, you're really attractive, I really hit it off with you, I just might consider making you one of my girlfriends, is what he's basically telling you. If you're looking for something serious, like you should be if you're watching my video, this is not the guy for you. Do not stupidly think you can come in and try to change this guy's mind. This also goes for guys that make it very clear that, what they're looking for, but that's self-explanatory. If a guy has in his profile that he's trying to play or basically casually have sex is what that means, for those of you that don't know, because I had to learn that. I was like, what the hell does play mean? But play is basically slang for fuck. He's telling you he's sleeping around, he's having fun. And hey, some people do that's their thing. But if that's not you, this is not what you want. You're not going to change this guy's mind because you're so pretty. I know it's crazy. You'll have guys that I've been there, done that, girl. You will have guys that you will meet and you'll be like, oh, like he really likes me, he's really cute, you sleep with him, everything, and he still has no intention of making you his girlfriend. Like, why, the saying goes, like, why buy the cow when the milk is freer? Is it the reverse? I forget those English sayings, but you know what I mean? Basically, he can get what he wants for free. Why stop at one pretty girl when he can have several of them? So, yeah, don't waste your time with this dude. He's telling you straight ahead that he's not going to be serious with you. If you know you want a girlfriend, you're going to say you want a girlfriend. It's going to be very clear, direct, up front. It's not going to be, oh, I don't know, I'll see after I meet you, after we have sex, then I'll decide if I want to be your girlfriend. Unless you're an idiot, run. Number 4, video chats. They seem totally harmless and they seem totally understandable. You would want to obviously see the person that you're going to meet, especially if it's online, before you waste the time and money investing in going to see them in person. Now, this one is a very touchy one and very opinionated, but I'm telling you my opinion on it. For me personally, I don't do that. The reason being is I feel like if you really like the person, you're not going to be super fixated on their looks to begin with. And unless you're just some type of Photoshop expert, you're not going to look vastly different from how you look inside of your pictures, videos, etc. in real life. Will there be differences? Yes, your skin's not going to be all smooth out and your eyes really big, or whatever the case might be that you changed about yourself. You might, obviously if you're fat, they can see, what you look like, etc., and vice versa. However, what you're telling me is that you're very, I'm not even going to say that it's a bad thing. I'm not going to say it's shallow, because it really kind of isn't. I mean, we all want someone that's attractive, but to me it sounds like you have too much time on your hands and that you're too busy trying not to waste yours. And with that said, let me do you the favor, because it also screams cheap to me. If you really want to see me, really want to meet me, you'll take the time, money, and invest in at least going to see me. You have the option to turn away once we meet in person. You don't have to physically sit there and eat for 2 hours if that's your problem. So for me, talking on video chat, whatever, is just a way to be creepy, because you oftentimes have guys that want to masturbate together and do other couple things with you, even although you're not even his girlfriend yet. Number 5, the guy that can't meet you right now. While it might seem innocent at first, generally speaking, if the guy is telling you that he can't meet you right now, like within the next few days, and at the absolute longest 1 week, he's generally telling you that, as I'll say in another point later on, he's hiding something from you. It might be that he doesn't look as good as he did in the pictures that he has on his profile. It could be that he's married. It could be some type of bombshell he's going to drop later on, or simply that he never plans to meet you in person. He might just be wasting your time and having fun, having this short distance but long distance relationship, because he might live in your city but just be too afraid to meet you because he's worried about your looks. And again, it might seem cute, sweet, and innocent. You might be that want to save a man type girl where you're like, oh, I want to make him feel good about himself. Girl, don't waste your time. I promise you, this dude is not worth it. If he's not willing to meet you right now, he shouldn't be messaging you, he shouldn't be liking you, he shouldn't be doing any of that type of stuff if he's not capable of meeting you within the next few days or so. I don't know about you, but I do not have time to waste talking to somebody for a long period of time just for me to discover that I don't like them because they end up being a lot older than I thought they were. They're married, whatever the case is. I've personally been in a situation before where I was talking to a guy for 2 years. 2 years, just to find out that after we met in person, the guy was short, he was older than he said he was, and he wasn't attractive to me at all. He did speak English better than I thought he did, but we started off talking casually as friends, and we were never an official couple or anything, but it was obvious that he liked me, and I was very disappointed when we met in person. Didn't help that he was late and we had trouble finding each other. The whole thing was just really messy. So long story short, save yourself the time, trouble, money. Meet the guy right away. Even like if everything goes to crap, at least you know who he is. You didn't waste your time getting attached to him. As girls, if you're anything like me, messaging a guy can make you fall in love with him. You talk to the guy all week, think, oh my god, I like him so much, and then you meet him in person and the guy is like 5 feet tall and you're 6'2", and he's just really weird and can't hold a conversation, and it's awkward, and he doesn't look as good as you thought he did, and he's not as tall as you thought he was, etc. And same thing goes for you. I would much rather a guy meet me in person, decide he doesn't like me, he doesn't think I'm cute, I'm whatever to him, than me wait an entire month, 2 months, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, etc. messaging this guy every day just to find out after we meet in person that he doesn't like me, I'm not his type, and get my heart broken. Has that happened to me? No. But I've definitely seen this happen to tons of other people, which is also why I tell you, you should definitely have full body pictures, and you should also make it very clear what you're looking for in your bio. Of course, guys can take advantage of this and pretend to be what you're looking for, but if you have a brain and have some dating experience, you can weed guys out. Men are horrible liars. They literally like all lie the exact same way. They're not as good of liars and whatever you want to call them, thinkers, that girls are. Guys will be super obvious that they have a wife or a girlfriend, and we'll get to all of that stuff later on, and I made other videos on this stuff too, but I will make a video specifically addressing that. It's super common sense, but it might not be to everyone else. I had to learn these things when I was younger too. So yeah, long story short, the guy that can't meet you right now tells you, oh, I'll send you a picture later, or you'll see what I look like later. No, you saw my pictures and videos, you saw my Instagram, you saw my YouTube channel. That's not fair. If you are going to talk to me, you're going to show me what you look like right now. Send me a picture and we're going to meet today, tomorrow, next few days. Longest I'm giving you is a week. You cannot meet me within a week. You're telling me that you already have plans with somebody else and that you're not serious. If you're serious, you're not going to let me go. You're not going to lose me over not being willing to meet me this week. Everybody has time. You can make time. I've made sacrifices. I've stayed up late at night when I had work the next day. You can do that. You really like me? Invest in me. Prove it. Meet me now. If you cannot do it within the next 7 days, you shouldn't have swiped right on me. You shouldn't have sent a message to me. Simple as that. Save yourself time. Can't meet in person. Can't meet anytime soon. Don't buy that crap. Oh, the coronavirus. Bullshit. He's meeting his friends. He's meeting his family. He's traveling. He's going on vacation. He's going out to eat. He's going shopping, etc. There's no such thing as essential shopping. You can buy everything online. But is he doing that? No. And with that said and done, he's also on a dating site meant for people that are actively looking to meet a partner. And if he's not actively looking to meet a partner, he shouldn't be talking to you. That's simple. Move on. Red flag. Number 6, he's too secretive. Now, of course, there's some things that are private and totally understandable as to why you wouldn't want to share with a total stranger that you haven't met yet. I can understand that. But if he's hesitant to tell you basic things, like he can't tell you his name, or he can't tell you how old he is, or he's hesitant about his birthday, just little things like that. It's like, dude, I'm not trying to steal your social security number or something. I'm just trying to make sure you really are who you say you are. Asking basic questions. I want to know what your zodiac sign is, whatever the case might be. If he can't answer basic things about himself, he's secretive about his job, he's secretive about where he lives. Girl, save yourself some time. He's not serious about you. If he really likes you, he wants you to know everything about you, just like how he wants to know everything. He wants you to know everything about him, just like he wants to know everything about you. Vice versa. If he's not willing to share about himself openly and honestly, and you're having to pull teeth to get basic information out of him, it's a waste of time, I promise you. Red flag. Save yourself the time. Save yourself the heartbreak. Keep it moving. Number 7, dates with no plans. You'll always come across the guy that just wants to meet, just wants to hang out, and has no real plans for you. Sweetheart, we are not in high school. This is not 5th grade anymore where we say, are you going out with that guy? Or I heard y'all go out together. No. You went to see me, you plan a legitimate date. You can't plan a real date and it's just, oh, we'll meet and we'll see where we'll go. We'll see how things go, or we'll see what's open, or we'll go to, some izakaya or some cafe. No. If you're going on a date with me, you're planning an actual date. We go and do something. There's set plans, set times, etc. You can't do that. You can't see me. You're grown, and more than likely the guy that you're talking to is a salary man. And with that said, he not only has money, but he also has dating experience. He knows what he's doing, and if he was serious about you, he would, go the extra mile and plan a legitimate formal date, which would normally include at least a meal, if not a meal and something else to do afterwards. If he can't plan a real date and you all going to izakaya or some cheap gaijin bar or whatever, like, waste of time. Keep it moving. He's not serious. Number 8 is self-explanatory, but basically late night dates. If he can't see you at a decent time in the evening, afternoon, or morning, it's a waste of time. He's basically telling you that he just wants to sleep with you. Red flag automatically. Dates should never be scheduled after 7 o'clock. Not even 8 o'clock. No dates after 7. And it's not because of the current state of emergency where things are closing at 8, but in general, nobody's going to be eating dinner at 8 or 9 o'clock. What he's trying to do is have a dinner that's based around drinking alcohol, and afterwards he's hoping that you're going to sleep with him. Save yourself the time. This is not a real date. He would not ask a girl that he plans to be serious with to go out on a drive with him at 11 o'clock at night, or to go to an izakaya at 9 or 10 o'clock, etc. That is not the way that you plan a first date here with a girl that you're thinking about marrying, or at least dating seriously, which means that marriage is on the mind, on the brain, whatever, something that you would consider with that person. He's telling you exactly what you are, a whore in his eyes. And if all you want to do is be used and be played and not be treated as good as the other girls that he's going to date, then by all means, go ahead. I'm not going to judge you. But I'm telling you from firsthand personal experience, it's a waste of time. Don't fall for those games. Number 9, last minute dates and date cancellations. If he's planning a date with you at the last minute, it's more than likely because either 1, he's bored and he's trying to have sex, or 2, his other date canceled the plans that they had for that day, and now he's trying to find a time filler, you, because he wants to keep his schedule busy and not open. And if he has the option to meet you sooner and then ghost you, then why not just do that? Plus, it also gives him the perfect excuse to not see you for as long or to not go on as nice of a date. So sure, he might have planned to go out for a nice dinner date with you on Saturday, but now all of a sudden he's available on Thursday evening. And it might sound good to you, like, oh my god, perfect, I get to see him sooner. But really, it's just an excuse for him to not take you to a nice place that he probably never booked reservations for and lied to you about. And 2, to basically get what he wants even faster, because the other girl that looks better than you, that he really wanted to see tonight, she bailed out on him, things didn't go well, or they could have even ended their date earlier. He might have literally just got through having sex with another girl, and now he's about to go with you. Yeah, don't get played like that. And last but not least, number 10, liars. This includes everything from the guy that's catfishing using a photo that he took, 5, 10, 15 years ago in which he looks nothing like it. Now, I'm black, and to be totally honest, like, I have pictures from years ago that even have as my profile picture, but my looks haven't changed. I look exactly the same. In fact, if anything, I look better now than I did back then. But that's another story. My point is, if his pictures don't look anything like him, like this dude is showing pictures of himself looking nice with a full head of hair, and he's hat fishing you or something, and he has on a hat, or, whatever he really looks like currently now, you're not able to see that, and he even is bold enough to warn you and say, oh, this is an old picture, I don't like that anymore, then why is it your profile picture if it's not what you currently look like? I don't care about potential. I want to see what you look like now, not what the old you used to be. What do you look like right now? If you do not look like that right now, it shouldn't be your picture. So from that to the guy that has false information about his job, this lying about his age, it's the wrong age, wrong whatever. Don't fall for that crap. Save yourself the time. He's not being honest on his profile. He's not being honest with you. And on top of that, if that's what he's lying about there, what else could he be lying about? And trust me, the reasons all sound good, but at the end of the day, it's like, okay, your age is something that there's no reason to lie about, and that's actually pretty serious, because lying about your age can be the difference between somebody being legally at the age of consent and someone being a minor. That's a pretty big deal. Not to mention that we all have our own, age preferences. Some of us are only willing to date somebody that's older than us, and that's, a certain age. Maybe you only like guys that are 30 and you're 20 years old. Maybe you only like girls that are in their 20s. You wouldn't be happy if you find out that the girl's really in her 40s. You might look good for your age, but you lied to me. Like, I feel cheated. I don't like that. So just think about it. It's all totally up to you. These are just my 10 things that I personally try to avoid when dating people. Long story short, if the guy is not being upfront with you and honest about himself, he's gonna lie later on. Like, if he's already lying from the start, he's probably gonna continue to tell other lies and hide other things later on. Rule of thumb is, for me, meet the guy as soon as possible so you can save yourself a lot of time. It's worth it to spend a couple of dollars to get to his train station, or find a mutual train station that you both know is better than to spend, weeks and months just to find out that you don't like this douchebag. So that's that. Sorry my video got long, but y'all know me by now. There's no way I'm gonna make a short video. Basically, in a nutshell, my 10 pointers for you, I will read off my list right here, right now. Guy doesn't have a profile picture. There's no bio. He's indecisive, can't tell you what he wants. Do I want a girlfriend? Do I want to fuck you and leave? Just hanging out at Pound Town? I don't know. Guy just wants to video chat with you right away. He wants to meet you later. He can't see you right now. He doesn't feel confident. He wants to lose some weight. He's busy, whatever the case happens to be. Number 6, he's secretive. He can't answer basic questions about himself. He's really private. He's always like, oh, well, I need to know this. What are you asking for? Etc. Like, that's not normal. Number 7, dates with no plans. He can't formally plan something with you. You might just meet and go for a walk. You might go to a cafe. Something just super cheap, super simple, no investment whatsoever. And what else am I missing? Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped ahead. So yeah. Oh, no, I didn't. I was going to order. Number 8, late night dates. He's not trying to meet you at a decent time. Like, he just wants to fuck you. Number 9, last minute dates. He didn't even formally plan this. He messages you at the last minute asking, can you meet? You're basically a booty call. Doesn't matter what time of day it is. Doesn't matter if it's lunch, breakfast, whatever. If you're not in an official relationship and he's like, hey, can we meet right now instead? That's not normally a good sign. It might sound good, but more times, often than not, it's not a good sign. It probably means another plan was canceled and now you're his rebound fallback girl. And lastly, also cancellations were a part of that too. I forgot to mention this in my point actually. So a guy that can't honor his word. So if he's canceling dates with you, this goes into number 9. He says he's going to meet you on Saturday and then changes his mind. Like, oh, actually, I can't see you Saturday. Something came up. No. He made another plan with a girl that looks better than you, more than likely. I'm not sure if I said that already, but yeah. Basically, those two things go together. Anyway, last but not least, number 10, he's a liar. Whether it be him catfishing you with his pictures, catfishing you with his age by saying that, he's 29 in his profile, and it turns out that he's 37. No. Those are not mistakes. He wouldn't accidentally put down his profile that he has a 2-inch dick and meant to say 20 centimeters. That's not gonna happen. He will most certainly make sure that he writes the right thing there. He did not make a mistake with his age. He fucking lied to you. So, that's that. Long story short, be careful, girls. There's exceptions to every rule. People look for different things. These are my 10 red flags. You might have 10 other ones. There are definitely way more than 10 red flags. I've made other videos about this topic that go into much more detail that are also lengthier. But that is it for this video. So if you enjoyed it, please give me a like, leave a comment down below. As always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at comic95, as well as add me on Snapchat at comicthesavior. And as always, I'd appreciate it once again if you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already. And I hope you will watch another video. I'll see you later. Bye.